Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 318. Iceman is not gay. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Duffy. What's up, Duffy?
Something's up, apparently.
What's up, John?
Not much.
Mike T.
Oh my God, Iceman's gay.
He's not gay. I don't. Okay. First of all, I have to say. First of all, okay. I'm not against any of the gay movement, any of that. Okay. But I know the X-Men. Okay. I don't know it as well as some, so I had to make a phone call to my buddy, the historian there of Marvel, Mr. Marvel there. To ask him, because he read it firsthand about the beginning adventures of Iceman, the beginning X-Men episodes, well, the comics, and even what I knew growing up, watching, the TV show with him in it, reading the comics, Iceman, Bobby Drake is not gay, okay? So now, from what I heard, correct me if I'm wrong, when Iceman joined the X-Men, he was 13 years of age, right? So they had this comic that just came out where, in case you didn't know, the Beast plucked the original X-Men out of time into the present because the present's so screwed up. Okay, so you have the original Iceman, the original Angel, the original Beast, the original Jean Grey, the original Cyclops, all here, while their regular counterparts are here too. Okay? So, Jean Grey, from what I saw, this little thing, Jean Grey saying to him, why he doesn't think, why he's not attracted to her or something, and she's like, you're gay, and she's like, I'm psychic, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And then he's actually telling her, well, my future self is dating all these women, and he's not gay, so how could I be gay? And I just don't understand.
Sounds to me like Bobby Drake's a little bi-curious, maybe.
Well, no, that's the thing. I don't understand this because there was never any type of question on it. This is what kills me. If you type in Google and you look up the whole situation, the only articles they show is all the people that did the books, talking about the books, for it. And there's no other argument. You don't see not one link from anybody saying that they're against it. Not one link. It's like, what is this, like communism all of a sudden? Like, I don't understand. Where is the other opposition to this?
If anybody comes out against it, they're immediately going to be vilified and attacked.
Like, do you delete it from Google if you don't agree? It's not negative if you don't agree.
It's ableist.
Going by the history.
Stan Lee made a statement that he never created a gay character, and he says the only reason he didn't is because he don't know anything about it.
Exactly, it's just because it's not anything he knows about. That's
right.
Why
he don't know anything about it. He says, well, could you create it? He's like, well, if I maybe, but the thing is, he created Iceman, and he's not gay.
Yeah.
I don't understand this.
Yeah.
Like how
people in the show doesn't matter. Stan Lee is over there. It's a new group.
But the thing is, it's like you can't make the character completely different from what he was, okay?
Why not?
From what I understand, he was going out with this person called Cloud, right?
I was going to say, there are plot devices where he...
And it turns out that the Cloud was made up of a brother and sister that were merged together, right?
He's
he had a relationship.
Bi-curious.
He had a relationship with the girl. He didn't push that merged. When he found out that the girl switched to the guy, he left the Defenders.
Yeah.
He's like, peace out. I don't want to be with you. He dated Kitty Pryde. He dated Mystique. He was with everybody.
Yeah,
all these women. Where is it one instance that he went out with a guy? Where is it? There's not. Somebody makes a stupid question 20 years ago about, just because he doesn't like Jean Grey, what the hell does that mean? Why does every character have to like Jean Grey?
Mm.
So I'm just dumbfounded how, and the guy who wrote it writes amazing stuff. So how could you completely, first of all, I don't. Maybe he doesn't have kids. I don't know. Like my 13-year-old son is not dating at age 13, and I wouldn't even want him to date. Nor is he interested in doing any of that stuff because they're a child. So if Bobby Drake's a child when he joins the X-Men, why would he be interested in anything? So I'm just totally against. I know that they have to change and rip apart these characters, but Jesus, read the damn past before you can write about the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
Which
completely
changed the
disregarding
past.
everything.
Looks like we got us some lawbreakers.
Yeah.
Duffy, what do you have to say? Do you have any evidence that Iceman has been gay?
No, it's just like the little bit that I do know about the X-Men with Iceman and all that. It's always been with a female being used as some kind of plot device, and nothing's ever gone that way. If they want to bring in a new X-Man and have him be a homosexual, okay, whatever.
Right.
Why mess with characters that have already been proven to be with female after female after female after female after female after female after female?
Well, the guy had more dates than Peter Parker, probably.
Yeah, but I mean, in fairness, there's a lot of like guys that are like closeted homosexuals that have been with plenty of women. I mean, look at Tom Cruise. I mean, you know.
I mean, they hinted at Beast being gay, but then they said that was like not true. That was a joke. That was whatever. But
Yeah.
Iceman, like there was never any inclination about it at all.
Just wedging it in there is ridiculous. I'm not against a homosexual superhero. It's just
Right.
wedging it in there and just slamming it in just to appeal to the crowd is ridiculous.
Well, John, what do you think about it?
Too.
You know, I don't know. I don't really have a problem with it. I'm just reading some things, and I don't know. It's difficult to say. I think there's just this kind of gut reaction, this gut negative reaction. But I don't know. I mean, it's a comic book. Stan Lee's not, guiding the ship anymore. They want to do diversity. They want to have different characters, and and again, you get new characters, young alternate timelines, and you can do different things with these characters. You don't have to stay. The characters don't have to be static. They can be multiple things. They can mean things to different people in different times in a modern age. And
Right.
and we don't know enough about. Maybe there is a point to bringing in the gay.
Womp womp.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing: when Andrew Garfield had insinuated that Peter Parker was gay, Stan Lee flipped the frig out and said, "Absolutely not. I can tell you 100% that Peter Parker is not gay. And if you're telling me he is, I'm going to make some phone calls right now." And he was dead on serious.
Well,
Serious as a heart attack.
So why do you think Stan Lee would be so like taken aback by one of his characters being gay? I mean, that seems more of like a sign of the times where people are showing that they're racist or bigoted.
Because he
anything.
didn't, because he never created a gay character. That's nothing that he's racist or bigoted. He just never created a gay character. So
Well, no, but I mean, they made Spider-Man Morales, right? I mean, he's a different character than what Peter Parker was, and
but that's a different universe, and it's a different, and he's not.
So it's okay for Iceman to be gay as long as he's in a different universe to make it.
No, he's not. Well, this is the main. This is the real Marvel universe. This is supposed to be the classic Iceman from the past.
It's not like changing it in there, apparently.
And the paradox is that the Iceman is the present Iceman is a complete straight man.
Well,
that's what the past character's questioning.
No, but see,
how could I be?
Well, but here's the thing, though. This character, obviously it's a fictional character. They're ever evolving. They're always coming up with storylines that give us new insight into all of these characters.
Mm.
So there's nothing to say that Bobby Drake wasn't gay and maybe struggling with his sexuality, and he was overcompensating by going through a lot of these women and dating, as you say, that he was kind of trying to overcompensate for, maybe his like not really being comfortable with coming to grips that he's gay. I mean, I don't really see a problem with that sort of character. You don't have a gay person that becomes a complete straight person and then is never gay again. So that doesn't make any sense. I've never known any instance. What?
You've never had someone that's gay become completely straight and then never be gay again.
Well, according to Michelle Bachmann, that happened.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, she's batshit crazy. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
but you have people though that are because societal norm for like the longest time dictated that people stay closeted. So there were a lot of people that were going out. I mean, look at Hollywood. There's a lot of the leading men that are bisexual or they're gay, and they basically cover that because of the public perception.
But my point is not the fact that he couldn't be gay, but the fact that he's not gay because all the writers
just getting wrenched in there like that
had put him as a straight man. And for some person to just come along now and completely alter the whole history of Iceman by saying that he is because he's in the present time,
but something you said about something that you said about the denouement of that information was like Jean Grey was able to like tap into his psyche and see that hidden part of his psyche.
Right, but how do you believe Jean Grey anyway? Because Jean Grey half the time is the Phoenix and dead and whatever.
But I mean, that sounds realistic because if she really does have that sort of capability, then she would be able to get into the deepest recesses of realizing maybe Bobby Drake doesn't even know.
But this is not this is not the Jean Grey that we know. This is the Jean Grey that's like a child that doesn't even like. She could be like a teenager that could be like, well, you don't like me, well, you're gay, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like she's really, really young and they're like all foolish and stuff.
This is even before Professor Powers, wasn't it?
This is like beginning Jean Grey, like 16-year-old Jean Grey, not like 20-something Jean Grey.
Well, if she tried to do that when she was younger, she would have killed him.
I think she means it in the context that he likes dick. It's not like.
Listen, all I know is that I don't understand how.
Deviant.
What I'm really against is the censorship because I don't see any other thing about people coming against it because I think that all these articles and everything is getting thrown out.
Everybody's too afraid to.
No, but just because you don't agree with something, why would you put a label on it that's I mean, this is not communism. We have freedom of speech. We have my whole I think, honestly, that Marvel did this because they don't have the rights to the X-Men movies. They killed Wolverine. They killed Professor X. They turned Cyclops into a bad guy. They're killing the Fantastic Four. They killed Deadpool. So basically, they're screwing up all the characters that they have that they don't have the rights to in the movie in the hopes to ruin the X-Men movies. Because why else would they do all this? They're canceling the books. They're canceling Fantastic Four, cancel Wolverine. They're doing that because they don't want to promote any of that. Now, you have an anniversary of Marvel and you don't promote the first family, Fantastic Four. That's your first team. Like, what are you talking about? How could you not? How could you not promote the X-Men? How could you not? I don't understand that. So this is a game. This is all for let's totally destroy 20th Century Fox, as far as I'm concerned.
So they made Iceman gay to destroy 20th Century Fox? Is that what
No, they killed Wolverine to destroy 20th Century Fox. They killed They're going to be killing the Fantastic Four. They killed Deadpool.
Well, they need to die. What happened to Wolverine? How did they kill him?
That his healing factor didn't work, and he just died at the hands of whoever.
Well, they could have, like, Mephisto or one of those guys bring him back. Because he's not dead forever.
It's just, the funny thing is, like, all of a sudden they have this war with 20th Century Fox, and now all of a sudden every character that 20th Century Fox owns, they're destroying. It's kind of weird. I mean, don't tell me that it's not weird, that only these characters are getting screwed up, or traumatically, or killed. And then what do you think you're going to do? You think all of a sudden they'll get the rights back, let's just say, and all of a sudden, oh, Iceman's not gay, what are you talking about?
Well, see, we're one step closer to Spider-Man being gay now. You realize
Spider-Man is not gay, man. I'm telling you right now, this is absolutely absurd. It's absurd. It's absurd. North Star is gay, okay?
From Alpha Flight, yeah.
Alpha Flight. He was always gay. But
I don't think he was always gay.
No?
I don't think that. No, they had an issue where they had him, I think, officially declare that, but I never had, because I used to read Alpha Flight actually back in the mid-80s.
I did too, but I don't remember any of that stuff in there.
Yeah, they never really mentioned any sort of sexual preference as far as I recall. But I remember that they had like a big.
He was the first one that came out.
Yeah, it was like a big PR thing that Marvel did at the time. But I mean, this was like way after the initial run came out, with like the Guardian and Puck and Sasquatch, Shaman, all those people, you know.
Yeah.
Alpha Flight was cool, actually.
Yeah, actually, it was cool. I remember New Warriors storyline where they said that Vance Astro, whose last name is Vance Astrovic, and he's sort of like a Buck Rogers type character that in the future he leads the Guardians of the Galaxy, but in this time he was, I guess, the leader of the New Warriors. Or
let me guess, you're going to shock me and say a guy named Vance Astro is gay, right?
No, they said that something happened in this timeline, and they said that his father in the other timeline was straight and married to his mother, and then they did something where you find out that his father's gay, and it kind of prevented his birth. And like they went back in time, and I don't know what the hell the purpose was, and they altered the timeline because they were telling him it's okay to be gay, and then he never wound up with the wife, and he never gave birth to Vance Astro in that universe. So I don't know who wrote that in New Warriors, but nobody really took to it. Like nobody really cared about that. But this, it seems like I just don't understand why. If it was a different book that 20th Century Fox didn't have the movie rights, I could say, okay, that's interesting. But to me, it's all part of a plot, as far as I'm concerned, because they're not promoting the X-Men. They're not promoting the Fantastic Four. They're not promoting. They're not really. They're just destroying their own characters. Just so that way. Well,
it's just the way you're doing it. The way just throwing it in there I could see how that could be very off-putting to people. Just coming out of left field.
What are they going to do to kill the Fantastic Four? Did we know that?
I don't know yet. But they're canceling the comic for the first time ever, and supposedly that they're done. So, and of course, they're also destroying their own universe too, because they're gonna have a Secret Wars 3, which they call Secret Wars, just reboot, whatever, and they are going to technically destroy all these universes and have it merge into a brand new Marvel universe, completely different, with some characters' history remaining intact. I don't know how that's going to be. So they're going to retcon the whole damn thing, really, again. So who the hell knows?
You're reminding me why I always liked the Silver Age and Golden Age of comic collecting and not this new shit.
Yeah. Now, why don't you tell? I didn't know that about you. Why don't you tell us about that?
Well, you and I were talking before we came on air about things, and I don't think you had a realization of me as a comic collector. I used to collect Golden and Silver Age comics when people were buying the new Todd McFarlane Spider-Man series and the new X-Men series when Jim Lee did it and stuff. I was collecting X-Men back literally during its early 60s first run, not as it came out, of course. I was born in 1974, but I mean
you and I were both born the same year, so
yeah. So, but I mean, when I was a teenager, when kids were out buying comics, the new stuff, I was collecting a lot of the Golden and Silver Age key issues, and I've been through at least 3 full runs of X-Men from issue Uncanny X-Men, that is, from issue 1 to whatever it happened to be at the time. And
did you finish? Were you up to when Storm had a mohawk and she was with?
Oh yeah.
And she was with Forge, and then they had the Mutant Massacre, and then
there was
Full Mutants and stuff like that.
Yeah, they had the whole thing with that. I got up to they had Cameron Hodge, and
they were weren't they in
all that stuff?
Yes, weren't they in the desert or something at the X-Men or something? And they were
yeah, they had it was the storyline with the Siege Perilous, where they it kind of they separated the team, and they all kind of had their own. For a whole year, they had one issue was Rogue and what was going on with her, and Wolverine with Captain America and Black Widow, and
And the Siege Perilous brought Wolverine back to life, right? Because didn't he become a skeleton or something?
I don't remember to that level of detail, but I remember that series where they there was a Aborigine, and he did something with twirling his weapon that he had there. It opened up some sort of time portal or something, and Magneto and Rogue like hooked up, and Magneto became like I think like a good guy for a while
Well,
or something.
that was the Age of Apocalypse alternate universe
Oh,
that
okay.
was created because Legion had went back in time to kill Magneto when he accidentally killed Professor X, and
Right.
that created a whole new timeline to which, when that ended, a few stragglers left that universe to come into the Marvel universe. There was Anti-Beast, there was a Sugar Man, and there was X-Man, who was a different version of Cable, but not quite Cable.
Well, see, I remember like about the time that I stopped like collecting was about the time when Marvel went on the stock exchange and they released like 6 different variant covers, collect them all with the hologram. I mean,
Jim
it's like
Lee,
still going
X-Men
on.
#1, and he had like all these different covers, and
Yeah,
he made Psylocke Asian.
I made it through about the first maybe dozen episodes or issues of that and then quit. But I remember buying from the comic book shop like in the mid '80s. I was buying with John Byrne, Dave Cockrum, Chris Claremont was writing, and even going back. I mean, I used to buy like, yeah, I mean, like some of these early X-Men issues. I remember the one where they had. I'm trying to think of the first one I bought with them. It was like the Vanisher, I believe, issue number 2.
Okay.
And like the Juggernaut, the issue number 12 with the Juggernaut, like they had the big origin story where they revealed like the whole story about him and Professor X, and I bought like a lot of the Jack Kirby issues.
Yeah, there was
X-Men
Step Brothers, and before he had the accident, he was like Indiana Jones with his stepbrother, and he found the gem that made him Juggernaut, the brother.
Oh, remember the Brood? They were always cool.
Yeah, they were cool too. Yeah, they were like the aliens of the Marvel Universe. That was really cool.
Yeah, they like lay eggs in people, and they become like a Brood version of like Storm and Wolverine. I think his healing factor would keep like kick it out to where he wouldn't get taken over. But they had, and one storyline was really cool where they had, I think it was like issue 190 and 191, but they had like a God, I forget the character's name, but he was like some black magician type guy, and the New Mutants were with the X-Men in this, like, I think it was like 2 issues or several issues, but like the Marvel Universe became some sort of like Game of Thrones-y sort of world where they had like God, I'm trying to think of like what the name of the character was and that whole storyline.
Excalibur used to travel to alternate realities. To Captain Britain, Nightcrawler, Megan, Kitty Pryde was Shadowcatch. It was by Alan Davis. They would travel through different timelines.
Captain Britain.
Yeah.
And Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler, yeah.
This is going to bother me, so I'm going to pull it up real quick.
Okay.
It's worth mentioning because really, I got it right here. It's I'm pulling up the characters because and I was actually right. 190, 191. I remember the issues now. But it was like some sort of like weird.
What was the guy's name?
Let me pull it up here.
I'm trying to remember.
Kulan Gath turns Manhattan into a barbarian fantasy land.
Kulan Gath, yeah. Was it like a pharaoh type of thing? Or was some type of? Was he have like a black? He had like black. Get up with. He looked like a.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's in fact it was cool because like Spider-Man became a real like man spider. It says after the crazed magician Kulan Gath turns Manhattan into a barbarian fantasy land, X-Men must stop the ancient wizard from doing permanent harm. Kulan Gath's master spell turned New York into fantasy city. The Avengers become a troop of warriors, and the X-Men become outlaws, given magic powers for unknown reasons. The only ones who remain normal are Spider-Man and Warlock. And like the main character has a big hate for Spider-Man, so I guess he turns into like a man spider. And
I think Kulan Gath becomes like a Spider-Man villain too, I guess. Because I've seen him in the Marvel team-ups type of thing.
Yeah, it says like Xavier and Caliban merged to find mutants to serve Kulan Gath. The new mutants, except for Warlock, are transformed into servants of Kulan Gath. It was a really cool series because it was just like so out there. It was like this just weird, like trippy fantasy world sort of deal going on.
Sort of which they repeated years and decades later, where they did different things.
You know, it's really cool because during that run of X-Men, like, yeah, around the 190s, leading up to, like, the big issue 200, I mean, I'm looking at the covers here and remembering exactly some of the things that happened in each of those, but, I mean, like, in one issue, you've got, like Rogue and Juggernaut going up against Nimrod, and then, like, in the next issue, you got, like, Wolverine and Shadowcat, and then, like, the one after that's Doctor Doom versus the X-Men, and then you have Barry Windsor-Smith's, like, brilliant artwork for the, like, Storm solo comic. So it was really cool because from month to month you didn't know what was going to happen in the X-Men books, and that was great because you're dealing with a bunch of characters, which is good to see. They're not just focused on Wolverine every damn issue.
Well, that's true. I mean, then they see that's the thing where they got out of control. How Wolverine would become the professor of the Jean Grey School for Gifted Youngsters, and then Cyclops will become like the Magneto character. It was basically unbelievable that would ever happen, especially since Cyclops, of all people, killed Professor X. You would never see that in a million years. So that made no sense how they wrote that like that. I mean,
I'll tell you something funny you mentioned the other day that really brought back some memories was Arcade.
Yeah, Murder World.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that guy stole that for like that was from the X-Men comic. That's crazy, man.
And then you had I always really liked seeing the damn it, it's Sebastian Shaw and the White Queen.
Yeah, and the Hellfire Club.
Hellfire Club, thank you. Yeah.
And there was the White Queen. There was the Black. There was also wasn't there the Black Queen, Celine or something like that. I think it was.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
And then they had Sebastian Shaw had the power of
Master Mold or Mastermind. Yeah. Mastermind. Yeah.
He was in the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Yeah. Those are the days, man, when X-Men was fantastic. You know, they had other storylines like Inferno.
Well, they had like really cool, like in comics. If you're a fanboy, you wanted to see a lot of this shit. It was really cool.
Yeah.
They had like Colossus trying to pick up the Blob, and like you know how the Blob's supposed to be like just immovable.
Yeah.
And he like picked him up, and it's like the ground's coming up underneath his feet. It was just really cool to see. Like they were going head to head with him, and then the Juggernaut and. It's all crazy.
They actually had Colossus actually died to cure the Earth of the legacy virus, which was killing off mutants, I guess. And then he turned to dust. How they brought him back, I have no idea. But of course, they brought everybody back. I mean, Professor X died a couple of times.
You know the really
Psylocke died a couple of times. Jean Grey died I don't know how many times.
The really cool storyline, I think that led into the Siege Perilous story, because I think that's what got them on the run, was they had a storyline where I believe it was called the Marauders, and they were like basically mutant hunters, and they just started like killing mutants. I mean,
Mutant Massacre.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. It was around issue 211.
Right.
And it was like the 25th
anniversary. A lot of people died. Like a lot of mutants died. Wiped out.
They were killing mutant kids, and the Marauders were like these Mad Max, like Road Warrior looking, like punk looking freakazoids, and they were rolling under the tunnels of like the Xavier School with like machine guns.
With the Morlocks, right?
Yeah.
Morlocks, and then they had the leader. Callisto was the leader of the Morlocks.
Yeah, she used
to be like really ugly. Yeah, no, Storm beat her to become the leader of the Morlocks. Yeah. And that's when she shaved.
You're getting me wanting to like buy these again.
That's when she shaved her. That's when she shaved her head and gave herself the mohawk.
Yeah.
Because she got tough. Yeah. And Callisto was like ugly looking. Then all of a sudden they make her look like a supermodel after a while.
Well, like Callisto looked like a really like methed out version of Joan Jett.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She looked like terrible, but then other comics she's like a supermodel, which made no sense.
Yeah. Are we really like nerding out to you guys, John and James?
Oh yeah, I'm sitting back relaxing.
Yeah, I like comics. I like Spawn, and I like Batman.
Yeah.
Batman.
That was funny. The guy asked, Hawkeye and. Captain America, what he thought of Batman vs Superman.
Oh, speaking of comics experts.
There we go.
Street Warrior.
Steampunk Star Raising. AmberStreet.com.
Hey, Chris, what's going on, man?
What's up, bro?
Where you be at tonight?
He seems to be at terrible Wi-Fi again.
That's Chris's mutant capabilities. Wherever he goes, he like short circuits the Wi-Fi.
Back to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
This
we were talking about
electromagnetic emissions. You know.
Yeah, we were talking about the X-Men and mutant powers and stuff. He's a chaos generator.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're in the X-Men, you would take Chris with you to like go like infiltrate Magneto's lair, and you would just like throw Chris out there and be like, "All right, man, cause destruction," and just let him go.
Well, it's faster. It's slow connection, and apparently
Where are you?
the internet is coming up.
Are you? Is that a closet? Where are
I'm
you?
at another hotel.
Yeah, he's in another hotel.
We could have a game. Guess where Chris is tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at a hotel.
Oh, he's at a hotel. You're at a hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wi-Fi.
Thought he was in like
Go you, bro. Who put you up in a hotel?
What?
stairwell of a hotel or something.
How
I'm
did
at a
you,
hotel. Yeah.
See,
I'm at a called Stay on Main. It's on Main Street.
Oh, I was. Have you
This is
raised
actually
money?
This is the older part of LA. This hotel
Just give it about 10 minutes and
was
Yeah. Did you raise money on AmberStreet.com to go in the hotel, or?
me a little bit of money and I'll stay in a hotel this night. So tomorrow back out.
Oh, you paid for it. Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us what happened with security at the Marriott. What happened? You were going to tell us about that. Something about there being assholes to you or something.
Oh God. Just gotta start throat chopping people.
Where is it? Why is your internet so crappy? Where are you?
He's on that hotel Wi-Fi.
For celebration, I got banned from the Marriott for sleeping on the
Oh.
couch.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You got banned from a hotel for sleeping there? Shit.
Well, I mean, that was after.
Did you take
They
too many
were-
pillows?
Yeah, they had a available room because I couldn't afford one anyway. But they didn't have any available rooms, and I'm like, come on, guys, this is just a convention, and I'm just crashing on the couch for a few hours. What's the big deal? And they were canceling about
You buy room.
it.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Shit.
How was the convention? I mean, you're done now, right?
But yeah, I don't know. Apparently the original name is all in nine lettering. This hotel was originally called the Hotel Cecil, built in 1920.
See, so
And
it's the
really
Final Fantasy
Cool
season.
architecture.
It's like the fucking History Channel.
It's called Stay on Main. You could probably look that up online.
Hey, Chris, I want to know, are you and me going to Dragon Con this year?
I don't know if I can survive long enough. I've been exhausted.
Oh, come on, man. We're going to Dragon Con this year in September, man. You and me in Atlanta, man. We're going to be like fucking Street Warrior hardcore in Atlanta.
Let me tell you something.
It's been very
You're gonna survive.
Chris, if you survive, you and I are going to Dragon Con in Atlanta, man. We're going to like raise hell up there.
bad is man, it's almost like, I don't know, it's just like every shitty thing that's been going wrong.
But it's a chaos generator.
Well, how can everything be going wrong
well,
when you're
well,
doing stuff that none of us can? You're in the Star Wars celebration, for crying out loud. You're taking pictures with all these people. You're having the time of your life. All right, sometimes there's suck moments.
There's a price to be paid.
So sometimes there's suck moments throughout the day for you, but
Apparently, shitty internet's one of them.
Well, what about
You gotta take the good with the bad.
I'm gonna do a celebration, but unfortunately, my SD memory card went bad, and I lost over half of my videos.
oh my God, are you
man.
crazy?
All my And
You lost
I
your freaking
lost
videos from Star Wars?
Yeah, he lost half the videos. He said.
Holy shitballs!
the only video footage that survived was on my phone, but whatever was on my SD memory card crapped out on me. I don't know
Why didn't you upload it to YouTube? You couldn't upload it to YouTube?
Well, I got kicked out of the Marriott, and I didn't have an internet connection.
Yeah, but how could it get erased? It can't be erased.
Well, it's not erased. The card is non-functional. I think the chip or something shorted out.
All right, so don't get rid of the card. Find somebody that can fix it.
The 32 gig SD memory card, and when you put it in, I even tried applying rubbing alcohol to it.
No! Rubbing alcohol.
Well, only out of desperation to try to get.
You know what's really good? Take a big magnet and run it over it.
Yeah,
Jesus!
Well, I mean, I only put rubbing alcohol on it after.
Why would you put rubbing alcohol on that?
Well, it's not magnet.
Games.
I was just trying to clean the copper connector, but before that, it wouldn't read anyway. I put it in a memory card slot, and it wouldn't read.
Because you erased it.
No, I used to say he was trying a bunch of stuff before that. That was a last-ditch effort.
Well, it doesn't. It does. It was a last-ditch effort because it doesn't even show up on disk management. So it's a total hardware failure on the SD card part. I mean, I can't.
Who do we know, Duffy? That's like a computer genius.
If I get,
I know a guy over here in Pennsylvania, but my guy Donald's on Staten Island.
Yeah, I know. No, we had somebody in EB that was a computer genius. Didn't he give out cards and stuff? What was his name? He used to come in all the time.
Well, that's how I've been able to keep this
Anthony
2010 MacBook. But I'm still gonna do a short documentary. I have all my pictures of the episode 7 props that I took on my phone before my battery died, and I'm gonna use that for a little documentary narration about the crew episode.
What is that orange thing over there? What is that? Is that a cup hanging from the ceiling?
Lamp.
That's the
This is a very
lamp?
weird hotel.
Yeah.
It's a very weird hotel. There's no air conditioning.
Oh my god, your internet gets better when you turn it around.
Now we got movement and stuff.
And there's it's a lamp. See, this is a little tiny room. There's a window to nowhere.
You're not spinning in a closet, are you?
But it's kind of like living in a closet. And I don't have a toilet. I have to use a female toilet. There's
no toilet?
What?
So you like shit in the floor?
Wait, there's no toilet?
You just leave it in the back.
How would you have a hotel without a toilet?
You just shit in the tub, man.
That's why it was $20.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just cram that shit straight down the drain.
That's actually the router. That's the router, and there's the hub. Anyway,
Router,
That's the hallway outside.
Go down there and knock on that third door.
Yeah,
Just
right.
randomly knock on it.
I'm gonna slowly yell at you.
Just start asking people, hey, you want to be on the Everything Show?
Yeah.
We can make you famous.
We've done that, Duffy. We've had
famous!
him at the airport randomly talking to people. Get him on the show.
The original historical name was the Cecil Hotel. Oh yeah, look at this chair. It's shaped like a chair.
Are there any mysterious stains on the mattress?
What the hell is that?
It's a hand chair.
Holy
shit.
What the
hell?
They get their furniture off of Craigslist free stuff.
You know what? How much did the hotel cost?
That looks like it came out of the rape room.
$10? How much is the hotel? How much is
It's a weird hotel.
How much was it? Like $10? $20? How much was it?
$57 a night.
That's
yeah,
right.
I think the website is 40 and 70 a night.
57. Yeah, okay. That's,
And
you get a hand chair.
You don't even have a toilet. What do you go shit in the stairwell or something?
The toilet in the hallway. It's a communal.
Oh,
In the hallway.
Toilet. Oh.
yeah. I'd go in there and hang out for a while.
Just.
So wait, do you have a shower at least?
You have to use your hotel card key to use the toilet. You go out in the hallway, use your hotel card
The
key.
card key.
The hotel card.
It's like Resident Evil. Where's the card?
Here's the key cards. No, do like Doom and start spray painting them different colors.
This sounds like the fourth rung of hell.
Well, wait, you don't have a shower?
It's probably in that communal bathroom or whatever
In
it
the
is.
hallway?
It's the toilet.
Please leave the door open when you're in the shower so that you can go to bed.
It's like a horror show. This is great. I think he stayed at that place in that movie Hostel where they like cut people.
my God.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Poor Chris. Man. Could be worse though. You could be in LAX.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Stay here one night. I'm back out on the streets.
Ah,
Shit.
one more night. Nah.
Hey, did you go on Who Wars? There's a picture of you at LAX on Who Wars.
Oh.
Wait, so Chris, you would rather be on the streets than stay in that hotel? That's not bad, or?
No. I'm going to stay on this hotel. I can't stay there every night. I don't have enough money coming in to stay.
Oh, all right. You can't. You're not getting no money. Nobody's donating to your thing.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, you cheap motherfuckers. Give them some money now. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, it's the whole internet. The whole
Come
internet.
on,
Give it one
man.
penny.
Somebody's got to donate something.
He can't even fucking get decent internet. Come on.
Do it now.
That's it. That's it.
He needs money. He doesn't need accommodations. He needs money. It's more flexible.
So yeah, you just be flexible.
People on the internet would rather donate $1,000 to a salad than they would $50,000.
I heard $50,000. I don't know what that was.
He was saying that people would rather donate to somebody who's doing a Kickstarter to make potato salad.
Yeah.
Come on. Really?
Shit.
We got to look into this. We got to get him some money.
Time to go to West Hollywood.
It's time to go kick it up another notch.
Yeah. Time to get some ads.
We gotta start working, man. We gotta start getting back.
Yeah. Start pushing back, Chris.
Further needs new pair of shoes, man. Further needs new pair of shoes.
Yeah. Just go behind the bar, grab the wall, and push back.
Listen,
You know,
AmberStreet.com. AmberStreet.com.
AmberStreet.com.
But yeah, now
Donate Chris Ferdinand. $5, $10, $15, $20, whatever you can. This guy's a great guy. Please.
25 cents to Patreon, but nobody.
Whatever you donate, Chris will match it.
yeah.
That's a safe bet. I mean, come on, the guy's got to go down the hallway to take a shit. I mean,
Oh my God.
there's no Wi-Fi there. I mean, that's fucking
so
bullshit.
No, but the air conditioning at this hotel, there is a fan though.
At least you got a fan.
LA's fine.
All right, bro. We're gonna look into something tomorrow for you. Something better.
All right.
We're gonna have to put our heads together and
Well, I have a cool hand there.
Oh, I have to ask you a question.
I just check out.
Wait, Chris, I have to ask you a question. Is Iceman
What?
gay?
Yeah, the X-Men character, Iceman.
The X-Men character?
Is
Right.
Iceman gay?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Well, Marvel says he is.
They made the character gay in the comics.
He's gay.
Surprise!
Cool.
He's
I
a
was different.
fag.
He's one of my favorite characters anyway, but it doesn't really bother me whether he's gay or
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Then donate $500 to this man because he's friggin' awesome.
really actually makes the character more interesting. I mean, but he wasn't my favorite character anyway.
Chris, you gotta hang in there till Dragon Con because you and I are going to Dragon Con together, and we're gonna do podcasts from the convention together, man, like hardcore stuff.
Long time away.
Yeah, you're gonna sleep in the closet, and I got the bed, but other than that, I mean,
I'm doing. A lot of people think I'm a scammer because I do all these conventions, but the conventions I can go for free. I either tailgate or get press pass.
I heard some motherfuckers calling you a con man.
Yeah, there was a guy that called me a con man, but he said he was just joking. But
Who? Who said that?
I can't remember his name. I don't really know him at all.
Who cares what people say?
Yeah.
Who cares? Yeah. They don't pay your bills.
Yells because they're not there.
Who cares? All right.
Well, I mean, that's why I posted my media badge on my Instagram account.
Yeah, right?
To show people that I didn't pay for the badge.
Getting the sickness.
It's that communal toilet in there. The fumes coming down the hall.
I got a place to sleep, but I can't.
It's in that bathroom.
Why don't you get some sleep? Get some sleep.
Don't lay in the urine, man.
But
Dude, get
I'm
some
okay.
sleep.
I just
Watch out for that creep ass hand when you fall asleep.
I do have some video footage that's on my phone that did not get lost when the memory card crapped out. So the rest of it, there's a couple more cosplayers that survived on my phone, and I have more pictures.
Okay.
And
That's cool. I'm looking forward to seeing some of that stuff.
Yeah, bro.
The thing that's really irks me is I lost all, because that memory card went bad. I lost all my footage.
Chris.
From the episode. Yeah.
Did you get any of the slave Leahs to flash their tits for you?
Whoa!
No,
Holy organic.
I interviewed Slave Leia. You guys see that? There's an interview with a Slave Leia and female Han Solo. They were together as a couple.
Leah wasn't getting all hot and bothered, saying, "Help me, Chris. You're my only hope."
I don't really have. I'm getting old. I don't really have that much sex appeal to women anymore.
Oh, come on, man.
Stop it.
We've heard all about the hat, Chris.
Come on.
You know you're reliable.
The hat gets them excited, man. Remember?
You're freaking steampunk, bro.
I had a short-lived relationship that lasted a year and a half.
Is that the squirter?
She used me.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus, Mike D.
What? He was telling us about this girl.
Oh, God.
The kind of relationships that women I have are like with the. I won't mention her name.
How fast can we get this?
Yeah, don't mention it. Don't mention it. I know.
It's because it usually ends up like with the ex-girlfriend that I had this year. It burns out after a month and a half, and she's just using me to buy her dinner and get her a free badge to Long Beach College.
How are you buying dinner? You should be buying hotel rooms.
Yeah, buy a hotel room, go bang her, then throw her out.
Oh my God.
Throw her out.
Stop
Well,
it.
I did back in January.
Oh!
What?
That we could hang out, and I had sex with her once. But
And to think that this was all about Iceman. It's not all about
Iceman may be gay, but Chris isn't.
That's right.
Her died. And she was like, "Well, please don't do that. I mean, he's only 18 and he's never kissed a girl before." And I just showing him how to girl.
Yeah. Daddy said she real good.
I want to see. You know what you should do? You know what you should do? You know what you should do? You should do more morning with steampunk. You should walk around like I do sometimes, and film yourself like going around talking to people and stuff.
No, what we gotta do is, to raise money, we gotta do like a Debbie Does Dallas, but for Comic Cons and stuff like that.
Oh my God!
But with Comic Cons.
I found a new location. It's in the dirt, but it won't work if it's on days when it's raining. But,
he can do a thing where he like bangs cosplayers, and there's like a series. They're all in character. I'm trying to come up with ideas. I mean,
like girls going wild.
Steampunk.
It could be Girls Gone Steampunk.
Steampunk Star Blazing.
Girls Gone Cosplay.
Yeah.
What he wants to do? You gotta be Gonzo.
Yeah.
Steampunk the show. Come on, man. The steampunk show. We want the steampunk show. That's what we want.
You need to say girls.
Kickstarter.
Drop your linen and start your grinning.
Stop.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna end this show.
Hey.
Iceman is not gay.
He's Debbie.
All right. Take care. Bye for now.
I'm